It is motorcycle photography time again, 2018 style. It's becoming a tradition for me to take some Andrew time away from the family. My wife and I give each other these, we give each other these kind of mini vacations. And for mine, it's my turn and I'm gonna do what I did last year, which is a bit of a motorcycle adventure in photography. So taking a few days, just me, a motorcycle, some cameras, and no plans, no specific plans outside of some general ideas of where I might want to go. I don't have any like motels or hotels planned to stay at. I don't know where I'm gonna end up each night. It's gonna be interesting because I'm usually a planner. I'm a stress case when it comes to like preparing, planning, packing, all that sort of stuff. And I'm just letting go and I'm just gonna go. And I think it'll be pretty cathartic for me. But I do have some very specific videos I'm gonna do. So this is the first of 3, maybe even 4 videos that will come as a result of this motorcycle excursion. If you can't tell, I'm like so excited. So to get things started out though, I wanna show you what I'm taking, the gear, what's in my bag. I don't do those very often, but I am today because I'm really excited. Yeah, so with that in mind, let's talk about first the most important things, and that's camera bodies. I'm shooting with the X-T20 and I have the 18-55 on it. I would show it to you, but I'm lazy. I don't want to swap the camera out. I also don't have a lot of time because I'm trying to get ready to go. So anyway, that's what's filming right now, and that's what I'm gonna put on this guy. This is the little Pixie, Manfrotto Pixie thing. I'm gonna have that on this, and it's gonna be my primary vlogging device. And the reason is because it's my smallest video type, whatever, producer. Yeah, so anyway, that's gonna be my main vlogging tool. And I'm super excited because that is gonna go in this guy, which is this little hip bag that I picked up. What I found last year when I went on my last motorcycle kind of photo experience was I was getting off my bike a lot to take photos, and it was just such an effort to get in the bag to pull out my camera every single time that I wanted to vlog or take photos. And this, as it's a hip strap, and because the X-T20 will fit so nicely and so well in here, inside this main pocket, I'm gonna be able to get off the bike and immediately start filming or start taking photos. And so I'm excited about that. And it will even fit with this little Pixie thing if it just kind of hangs out to the side. But what I had to do though is there's this little like weather like zip thing. I cut that out so that it's very easy to get the camera in and out. But other than that, this bag looks like it's gonna work really well. So that's that. And then what's also cool is there's this top pocket, which is where my little Zoom H1 can fit nicely. And because this bag is always attached to me, I can run my audio up through my shirt and always have it attached and just hit that button every time I want to record and for a good audio for the whole trip. And the audio I'm going to use is this little Sony, I forget what it's called, I'll put it on the screen because again, I have no time. This is like, I'm hurrying to put this together, but this is the little Sony kind of, I don't know, stereo. It may not be the best for what I'm using it for. I just picked it up, but we'll use it. We'll see how it goes. I understand that there's a new version of this. They don't make the Zoom H1 anymore, but this one works great. And I've never had issues with it, so it's what I'm gonna use. But then I also have my A7 III. I'm not doing a video specifically on the A7 III, but this is more of like if I wanna set up a camera somewhere or have a second camera. Also, I will be doing, one of the days, I think I'll be doing a review, not a review, but a comparison of 2 24-25 millimeter lenses. That's the Zeiss 25 f2, and the newly released for Sony, that's the Sigma 24 millimeter 1.4. So I love 24 millimeter, and since I have A7 III and I'm investing a little bit more in that, I want to see which one of these I prefer to use. So that's one thing I want to do on the trip. I know that's a lot more stuff to pack, but I think it'll be worth it. The next thing I have is I actually have ND filters for every lens that I have that will be doing potentially video and photo hybrid, because I really love using the variable ND filters for that so that I can get the shallow depth of field on video but not have to have my shutter speed get out of control in the bright day. But then also minimize that so I can have higher shutter speeds for photography. So the ND filters are really, the variable ND filters are really a must for that sort of thing. And then the third body, I am taking 3 bodies. I might regret that. It's a lot of gear, I know, but again, there's some very specific videos I want to do with the gear, so that's why. But this is the X-T2 with my favorite lens, the 16mm 1.4. The next thing we have are the action cams. I've got 2 this year. Last year I had this Session Pro, what is this, the 4 or whatever, Session Hero, I don't remember what they're called. Again, I'll put it on the screen. I had this on my bike and somehow the little stem broke and I lost it somewhere, and that made me really sad. So this year I've got a backup, not just a backup, but this one's gonna go on the more risky parts of the bike where I can't like monitor it and where something might happen that is bad. And this is just a cheap DB Power 4K whatever action cam. We'll see how it goes. I'm not expecting amazing footage, but if I can use it, I will. And then I've got all the, of course, the GoPro, you know, doodads that you need. I'm not really good with action cams, so this will be, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I've got all of this stuff. What else? Batteries. You know, you gotta have a lot of the Fuji batteries because, as we all know, we go through them. But the Sony batteries, I'm only taking 2, and I think I'm not gonna need my charger. I think these 2 will get me through because I'm not gonna be using them the whole time, and these batteries are awesome, but the Z batteries. But the Fuji ones, I'm gonna have to bring a charger for sure, and a bunch of those guys. What else do I have? Tripods, I have 3, as I already mentioned. I've got the little Pixie for the vlogging stuff. This thing's cool too because it can expand a little bit, get you a little bit higher up. But then I've also got the Joby if I want to mount it somewhere. This is great because I can attach it to the outside of the bag. It doesn't need to go inside anywhere and take up space because this thing will just like wrap around whatever. The other one I've got is the 3-legged thing tripod. This particular model I don't think they make anymore, but I'll show you whatever the equivalent is for travel. I like this tripod. The only thing that's different than factory is that I've got this aftermarket plate. This is called the, what is this called? It's like German. It's called the Kuhlhaude XPC 60B. I like it because it's got kind of a built-in panorama option on the top to pan. It's very, very cool. So that's my tripod that I'll use for any landscape. What else? Of course, I've got the, you know, this is a must for keeping phone charged. Multi-tool, sunscreen, very, very important. And we've got the Zeiss, I've got like a ton of these Zeiss wipes. I've got dog hair on me, so I should probably have used this ahead of time, but yeah. I think that's all. And all of that stuff has to be crammed down into the bag that I'm bringing, which is my tried and true and trusty Hazard 4. I don't remember, is this the Recon or the... But I love this bag. I use it all the time. I used it for my last motorcycle trip, but I made the mistake of actually wearing it on that trip, which I will not do again this year. I got a new bike. The motorcycle I have is it's not new, but it's new for me. And I didn't have time to get saddlebags ordered for it. So I chose this bag because it's really tactical. It's got lots of places to strap down. So I'm strapping this on the back of the bike. And that's I think the best solution I've got for kind of, you know, what I'm doing. So, and I think all this gear is gonna fit in here okay, with just like maybe, you know, that much space here at the top for clothes. So, you know, clothes are always last. Like it's, you know how it, I mean, if you're like me, it's like photo gear first, hygiene second. So anyway, that's it for all of the bags and the gear. I'll take you out to the garage to show you the mount, the noble steed that will be accompanying me on this year's adventure. So last year I chose a bike, as many of you know, that was, it might not have been the best pick for a long distance ride, but I don't regret it because it was a beautiful bike, but it was not very comfortable. You'd think I would have learned my lesson, but sadly I didn't. I picked another motorcycle that I'm really excited about. It's just beautiful. Probably not the best touring bike for distances, but still a lot of fun to ride, a lot of fun to photograph, and that that's pretty important to me. So anyway, here's the bike that I chose for this year. Just kidding, not that. It's this. It is the Triumph Thruxton 900. So pretty. It's a beautiful bike. I'm super excited about it, but I should have probably rented. I should have probably been responsible and found a solution to just get me where I need to go in a way that's pleasant, but I just couldn't help myself. So temporarily, this is mine. I don't plan to keep it for too long because I love motorcycles, but I don't want to own one because it's not responsible long term. This is probably not responsible, but it's my one thing a year, my one trip. But I'll be selling it again, you know, after I've, you know, I don't know, refilled the motorcycle cup, I guess. So as I mentioned, I'm using this bag, the Hazard 4 Recon, but it works well for this because it's kind of tactical, and it's got places to strap things down everywhere. So what I've got here are these little latches that I'm strapping to these red little, what are they called? Bungee cord. So that's gonna hold my bag on my motorcycle. Also I've got, you know, I've got the drink cup, I've got the cell phone mount here. This is called the Roam, which has the best reviews on Amazon. Other than that, 900 cc's of pure red and white and black glory. So that's it. That's everything that I've got. I think I'm about ready to go. So the rest of this evening, this is just the first half a day, I guess, Friday night, of me just headed out, kind of breaking myself into the routine of being on a motorcycle and photographing. So I don't really have any agenda for tonight. It's just to go and enjoy myself and remind myself how to ride a motorcycle and photograph what I find. So I'll show you any video or photos I get, but other than that, let's go. Well, it is hot out here. I mean, I knew it would be, but I'm just thinking that maybe my little water bottle, my little tiny container, is not going to be enough. So here at the Desert Rat Urban Outfitter, to get some sort of camelback solution, as well as maybe like some folded hat. I don't know, we'll see if they've got something like that, something foldable I can stick in the, because I need some head shade other than this guy for when I'm red and black, red and black. It must be red and black. All right, good enough, I guess. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. That's better. When you haven't ridden a motorcycle really in a long time, it's very important to take a lot of breaks, to stop a lot. And that, you know, that works out well when you're wanting to photography, when you're wanting to take pictures. I don't know what I'm saying. Have a little bit of this is dinner. This is a healthy refuel before I go back out again. I haven't found anything to photograph quite yet, but, you know, tonight, I'm not too worried about it. Once I get this goodness down, I'll go explore this town and maybe the next one. There's a cute little town called Pine Valley up a little higher in elevation, so we'll explore that next. If I don't find anything, that's fine. It's cool. I saw this little lane and I just had to stop. The people who live here, I don't think they love people going through. I'm guessing because of the little do not pass sign. That's a cool little leading line thing. Get a picture of the bike. Yeah. Pine Valley, and behind me here is an old chapel that I knew was here, that I'll try to get some shots of if I can get my helmet off. I love this little, check this out, this hat. Seriously, it just folds up so small. And there you have it. Foldable, pocketable hat. Anyway, what was I saying? This chapel, supposedly it was made by a shipbuilder, a boat builder. He said he built it like a boat. So if it ever floods here, this chapel, this is where I would go. Saw this little, the light's hitting this thing really well. Words do not, they don't work. I'm not even gonna get off my motorcycle to get this next shot. That's how confident I am in my random positioning. All right, and that's Pine Valley. See you later, Pine Valley. Man, I was hoping that would go down by itself. I love these distant mountains. They've got this multi-layer. I'm not describing words very well tonight, but I like how they look. Starting to get sunsetish, and I don't even know what town I'm in right now. But I need to figure out where to stay soon, because I don't really want to be riding too much in the dark. So, but first I want to get a shot here, this corn silo with the sun kind of setting in the background, because it's pretty. And then I'm gonna get serious about finding somewhere to stay. Apparently, the only hotel in 100 miles is this one. It doesn't look like much. I'm gonna be honest with you, but you know what, beggars, we cannot be choosers. Called the lady who owns it. She's at the football game, high school game. So, but the good news is she left the key into the one room that was left under the mat. So we're gonna see if this is real, if this is a thing, if people really do this. You know, at least it has a nice view, right? Oh yeah. All right. Get a little natural light going. I should put my hat on so I don't look so. Conclusions. It's been a good day, guys. I've had a lot of fun, and all this gear has been very helpful. I know this has mostly been about the gear. It has been a little, you know, not scripted, not planned out. Hopefully got some good shots. I won't know until I look at them later, but I think I did. But really, it's been about the gear, and I have to say, it's performed well. Some of it I won't know until after the trip, like, you know, the little Sony Lav. It's been good. You know, the MVP, though, the folded hat's nice, but that's not the MVP. The MVP is what I'm now calling the vlogger holster, because this thing's amazing. Whenever I need that vlogging device, it's there at the ready. I just pull it out of the bag and good to go. In fact, I might even use this when I'm not on the motorcycle. As nerdy as that is going to be, I'm fine with it because the convenience, it's really, really nice. So highly recommend that one, even if you're not a motorcycle person. But yeah, it's great for small cameras. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna hit the sack in this luxury 5-star resort and get some good rest for tomorrow. A full day of riding and photographing. Hope you come along for that. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Like always, remember, kindness before cameras. We'll talk to you again real soon.